Good afternoon on what is a surprisingly warm, bright and sunny day. It is Thursday the 15th of February and I'm in the reading nook with a nice hot cup of tea and a package to unbox. And what I've got in here is this, which is Dune, Adventures in the Imperium, the Gamemaster's Toolkit. This is published by Modiphius Entertainment for the Dune Adventures in the Imperium role-playing game, and it uses the 2D20 system and is really basically the role-playing game itself is licensed as essentially in line with the releases of the two-part Denis Villeneuve film. So I've done unboxings of other titles for Dune Adventures in the Imperium, and I've even played it, and I've reviewed it, and I really kind of like it. So, the men tell strange stories of you, Paul. They say you've all the powers of the legend. Nothing can be hidden from you, that you can see where others cannot see. The Imperium is a place of mystery. Only Shai Hulud truly understands the shifting tides of the desert sand. Protect your secrets with the official Dune Adventures of the Imperium Gamemaster screen, a high-quality multi-panel portrait format screen that features plenty of content to control the greatest power in the universe. This 4-panel screen includes a 32-page booklet offering all manner of Game Master support, the perfect way to build your story and perhaps even your legacy on the dunes of Arrakis. The Game Master's Toolkit contains a 4-panel Game Master screen featuring a stunning map of Arrakis, reference tables and key rules on the inside of the screen for instant access during play, 32-page Game Master booklet containing tools and advice creating and running a Dune Adventures in the Imperium campaign, a host of adventure hooks, intrigues and settings to enhance your adventures on Arrakis. So let's get this open and find out what we've got inside. Now my first grumble, I say a grumble, is that this screen is in portrait format. And I don't think that's really the best format for a screen. Because it sits there on the table, sort of like, and it's quite a high barrier in comparison to landscape. So my other grumble, as ever with these screens, is you are left with this. What do I do with this? Which is basically the cover sheet. And essentially here what we've got inside is advert for the other books in the line, including the very special, nice limited edition variant rule books. Basically, so you've got the core rule book, standard, and then you've got one each for houses Atreides, Corino, and Harkonnen. So let's have a look at the screen itself. Despite my misgivings, so pull it out, and it's nice and sturdy. You can hopefully see the map of Arrakis on the front. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look. So you've got Arrakeen. See if I can find it. Can't find it. You've got the Keen's research station there. Smugglers communities. Can't find Carthag. Shield Wall, of course. Oh, Carthag. They're actually surprisingly close together, actually. So a nice map of the desert, and then out here you've got the Great Flat and the Hybiana Erg, and then on the other side you've got sort of like the deep desert, and then on the inside, let's have a look on the inside. We have right. It's always they're also a bit difficult to kind of so you've got the list of all the drives and skills. Difficulty levels, skill procedure, bringing traits into play. So you have the core rules on this bit here. Then we move on to determination, challenging drives, adding threat, and momentum uses. There, conflict and attack sequences there, and then quick notes on to creating non-player characters, special abilities, and then a story hook generator and that's really specifically for the Game Master. I mean, it's all for the Game Master, but what I mean essentially is, sorry, let's just fold that in properly. That's specific Game Master tools. So what's in the booklet? I mean, this is the front cover, which we're all familiar with from not only that, but the core, the standard core rulebook, and then we've got the credits, and then a guide to Adventures in the Imperium, with some of the themes involved: humankind versus nature versus humankind versus civilization, humankind versus tradition, humankind versus other humans versus God versus the unknown, and then essentially setting up a story, using those as themes in a story, setting up a dramatic hook, calls to actions, locale, stakes, and opposition, so on. So it takes you through the guide, through the process, the ideas behind it, and you've got an example there which the Game Master could adapt herself, or come up with something of her own, of course. So here we have a more detailed examination of those themes. So wilderness survival, urban survival. So discussing these, we have political intrigue. Nice bit of artwork there. So, political intrigue involves the minor house agents, matchmakers. So, I mean, these are essentially taking those themes and applying them. Giving more sort of like hooks and scenario ideas which the Game Master can take and develop on her own. We will do political intrigue. We do these. Next, we deal with Canley, the art of negotiation and dueling. How to handle vendettas between the great houses of the Landsraad. Similarly, we have mysticism. So this is really dealing with the aspects tied with specifically the Bene Gesserit and their mysticism and the seeds they've laid, and then we take them off onto other worlds, because the known universe is large and there's so much of it which hasn't been explored in the role-playing game. The focus, of course, understandably, has been on Arrakis, Dune, because it's the most important planet in the known universe. And we have an adventure generator. Titles, locations, character types, all the elements you can roll on to come up with an adventure, whether object or animal, concept, institutional group, the beginning of the path, starting the adventure, open with, and you roll on the table. So you've got quite a large number of options here you can roll or pick. Establishing the adventure, non-player characters, enemies, the plot turns and the secrets revealed. Another table for that. Another nice shot from. It's going to be from, presumably from the compound on in Arakin, looking out over the city, and then blocking the path. Who's getting in the way? The antagonists. How many, who they are, what their methods and means are. The pathway where there's problems and obstacles. Another set of tables, hidden paths. Who's behind it all, mapping the path, drawing the intrigue map. So a big sort of set of tools there for the Game Master to draw from, use as inspiration, and develop ideas from. And here we have supporting and non-player characters, creating those. Basically use those in conjunction with a little table on the inside of the screen. And then the next thing we have an adventure generation example. This one is not ready to play, but it's more or less fairly detailed, so the Game Master wouldn't actually have to do a lot of work to bring it into her game. Guide to handling intrigues. It's basically some. These are 4 example intrigues you're playing. So we have influence involving the Bene Gesserit, false face, false heart, and of course Bene Telaxu. Spice operations. It's going to be smugglers. The Harkonnens going to be anything really. Children of the Jihad. So here, essentially, this involves the Ixians and ties back into the Butler and Jihad. And they've got a set of locations. And NPCs. A separate house, Amaranth, which can be used for various purposes. We've got the Star Princess, House Waiku passenger ship. Another tool for use by the Game Master. So yeah, that's Dune Adventures in the Imperium Gamemaster kit. Now it's interesting to note that essentially at one point you would simply buy the package. All you would get would be a screen like this. Now screens have come on in a long way in previous years, really with the advent of Exile Game Studios screen for Hollow Earth Expedition, printing them out not on light card but heavy cardboard, basically on what is essentially is a double book cover. Yeah, these are 2 book covers, so they're solid, heavy cardboard, and so I used to be just be able to buy this single screen. That's it. That's all you would get. These days, people expect something with your screen. That could be a scenario, that could be extra content to help you run the game, in which case this is a perfect example of that, with tools and adventure hooks and advice and so on, essentially acting similarly, sort of like a companion to the main game. But then you've got other ones I think you like, the Atlas for the screen pack. Both the RuneQuest roleplay and Grunt 3 is very good. You've got adventures, setting contents, forms and so on, and you've got one from the Skyrim's Rune, which is really the Shalari's pack, which does the same kind of thing. But this one I think is actually it's a good example of a screen for a modern role-playing game. So yeah, that's the Game Master's Toolkit, as much a screen as sort of like a Game Master's companion for Dune Adventures in the Imperium. Well, if you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook, then please do click on the like button down below. If you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you will see me out here with package containing a book or game, or in this case a Game Master's Toolkit and screen, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.